Hey, what's up, guys? Today's topic is gonna be what to do if somebody falls asleep in your car. Alright, it's gonna be quick and easy, or quick and fast and quick, I don't know. So someone falls asleep in your car. Usually it's drunk people. Sometimes people are tired, but either way, tired or drunk, or could be on drugs. First of all, gotta get them up. If people fall asleep while they're in my car, I typically don't bother them until I'm almost there, or when I finally get there, because I don't want them. I mean, if they're tired or they need rest, whatever, I'm not gonna be mad at somebody for that. So, but when we get there, I'm definitely like, hey. First up is what to do. Don't touch them. One time I had a guy fall asleep in my car, and a girl, and I called the company. I've driven for Uber, for a little while too, and it happened actually on the Uber platform. But it's the same whether it's Lyft, Uber, whatever rideshare platform you use. If you have a passenger that falls asleep, don't touch them. And the customer service, because part of me wanted to say, hey, wake up. Hey, wake up. But if you tap somebody, hey, wake up, maybe your hey, wake up might be too hard, and that could be assault. If a person is weird and they might want to say, oh, you touched me in an inappropriate way with sexual. You might be married, you could be a nun, and you just, hey, wake up. But you never know what's going through someone's head. Some people might just want to get somebody in trouble. Nowadays people want somebody to hit them in the bumper so they can get an insurance settlement. People want somebody to do something weird or out of pocket, out of character, so that they can possibly put a charge on them. People do the weirdest and unfortunate things to get people in trouble. You're at work, if you say the wrong word or use the wrong phrase or a joke, you can get in trouble for harassment or whatever. So you got to be careful what you say and how you do it. So first, don't touch them, and two, you gotta see how asleep they are. If they're in deep sleep, or if they're kind of light sleep, because you might be able to go, hey, wake up, hey, we're here. Usually, what I'll do is I'll turn on all the lights, and if that doesn't do it, then I might open the door, and I might just go, and then as soon as I do that, if they don't wake up, I do it a few times. I go, hey, we're here. Hey, wake up, we're here, we're at your house, hey, wake up. And I might slam the door a couple more times. I used to turn on the music kind of loud, but that's kind of annoying. But I mean, if it comes to that, because at one time I have to switch hands, I don't have a camera mount. So one time I had a girl fall asleep in the car, and I've actually had a couple girls sleep in the car, and again, customer service told me don't touch them, especially if they're the opposite sex, and especially if you're a guy. That could totally be not cool. So I would say slam the door, turn on all the lights. I mean, when I say slam the door, I don't mean get out the car and just go slam it, but open your door, shut it a couple times. If that don't work, shut a little harder. If you have to go to their side of the car, open the door and then shut it. You can, and if you do it on their side, don't be rude about it. Just shut it hard enough to wake them up, but try to use your voice first. Hey, wake up, we're here. But I've had people just, if they're passed out, you gotta do what you gotta do. But rule number one, most important rule, don't touch them. If you gotta turn the music up, I would say first, hey, we're here. If that doesn't work, open your door, shut it. If that doesn't work, maybe turn the music up a little loud. If that doesn't work, shut their door, open their door, turn on the lights, use your voice, call their name out. If you have to, you can hit the phone, you can call them from your phone the same way you would call if you needed to call the customer. You can call or text the customer, so you can call them while they're in the car. That might wake them up, because people are used to hearing their phone, so they go, oh, my phone's ringing. And then as soon as they wake up, hey man, we're here, I was calling you to wake you up, you fell asleep. Hey man, hey, we're here, man. Your bed's waiting on you. You know, that's more comfortable than my car seat, man. I gotta go. I got people that will pick up. You know, don't be mean about it. Some people are tired. They've been out having a good time. They've been drinking. That's why they're using the service. You know, so they don't fall asleep behind the wheel, so they don't get a DWI or DUI or whatever, you know, the case is. So, I mean, I'm not saying pamper or cozy anybody, but just don't be mean, because you don't know what people are going through. You know what I mean? People are into all kind of lifestyles. You know, some people have been doing some type of substance, and now that marijuana is being decriminalized, you might be picking up someone who's high and drunk, someone who's drunk, someone who's just high, someone who's tired, someone who's sleepy, someone who's just out of it for whatever reason. So those are some things you can do to wake them up. And last resort, that you can call 911 through your phone, through the app, depending on what platform you're on, Uber, Lyft, whatever. And you can just get the phone. I did that one time, actually, because the girl would not wake up. Middle of the winter time, I had been driving for 1 hour. I spent another 40 minutes trying to wake her up. I slammed her side of the door. I slammed my side of my door. I slammed her door on the back right passenger side. I turned the music up loud. I rolled down all the windows. I freaking let the car do a slow roll, and then I hit the brakes, and nothing would wake her up, nothing at all. So I was like, man, this girl, I'm upset, because now she's wasting my time. I'm not upset that she's tired or whatever, she's been drinking, it happens, but I'm upset that she won't wake up. And again, I'm not mad at her specifically, I'm mad at the situation, because stuff happens, you know. So anyway, it's a crazy story. She freaking gets all mad, and she actually, okay, I'll tell the story. So again, it took me an hour to drop her off, and 45 minutes to wake her up. It's been an hour and a half. So I called 911 through the app, because I slammed the door, I turned up the music, I rolled down the windows. It's like 15 degrees outside, and she still wouldn't wake up. So what did I do? I called 911 through the app. So she still wouldn't wake up. So I said, hey, so she wouldn't wake up with anything. And then I called 911. What do you know? Now she's waking up, right? That sounds kind of fishy, right? So what happened is I said, hey, 911, my name is Kyle Watts. I'm a Uber driver, because on an Uber platform. Yeah, I have a white female in her mid-20s in my car. I'm describing everything. I'm in her neighborhood. I brought her to a location that she needs to be at, but for some reason, she won't wake up. I don't know if she's drunk, if she's under influence of anything. She won't wake up. I don't know if you guys send ambulance out here or not, but I mean, what do you guys recommend? What do you guys think? So again, she wouldn't wake up, and then all of a sudden I call 911. She pops up. Oh, where am I at? Oh, we here? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking, really? Like, maybe that woke her up, because maybe in her subliminal, maybe her deep sleep, that woke her up. I don't know, but it was still really annoying. And on the other side, on the flip side of it, I was like, excuse me. I was like, that's what it took to wake you up. After I rolled down the windows, after I did all that to try to get you up, now you wake up. So anyway, she cops an attitude. She's like, driver, you brought me to the wrong location. You brought me, and I don't know if she was doing that because I had 911 on the phone and she was trying to make me look bad. I don't know, but I said 911. I said, can you verify the GPS and that I brought her to the right location? This is the address that we have. And then they verified that the address was wrong. And there's no way for me as the driver to put in the wrong address, because I can't put in the location to where the person wants to go. I can edit it once the trip starts if the person says, hey, you can edit it, but I can't change like the location, you know, until we get there. You know, that's up to the passenger to do that. There are times when the driver can edit the drop-off location, but it's like, it depends on the situation. You can't touch it until you actually, typically the ride's already started, or if you get to that location and a person says, hey, I want to change it, you know, while the ride's still active. And there's different scenarios, but I'm not going to go into all that. So anyway, with that being said, I told her, I said, hey, I didn't put the address in the system. You put the address in the system. She said, no, I didn't put the address in the system. I said, well, who did? So somebody ordered a ride for her. I don't know if it was a random nice stranger or if they were friends, but someone put the ride in for her, and I don't know if they messed up or because she was drunk, she told them the wrong address. I don't know, but either way, the address was off by a digit or 2 digits. So anyway, long story short, she's fussing and hollering. She starts yanking at my arm. You know, I'm like, hey, that's inappropriate touch. Don't touch me. I say, it's not my fault that we came to the wrong location. I can only follow the GPS. The GPS brought me here. Please look at the GPS. Look at where it brought us. You see the arrow? You see the point? This point is my car. The arrow is my car. The point is the location. We're in your neighborhood. Maybe this is not the right house. Maybe this is not the right part of the street. Do you see where we need to be? Tell me, where do you want me to go? And she's like, oh no, I don't know. This is not my neighborhood. It's not my neighborhood. And she starts yelling and hollering and screaming. So it took 911 saying that we were actually around the block from her house. And finally, when we got there, she was like, there's my house, there's my house. And now she's all helpful after getting all fancy and yelling, saying she was demanding that I take her to a whole nother city that was an hour away. After I already driven her for an hour, after she'd been sleeping in my car after we arrived. So an hour driving to location, then another 45 minutes to an hour trying to wake her up, because this had never happened to me before. And I don't want to touch her. And I didn't even think to call 911 because I'm just like in the zone, like, oh, let's try to get her up, honk the horn, slam the door, shut the door. So none of that stuff was working. So now she wants to be helpful. And then after it was all over, after she had grabbed me and I had to tell her, I mean, she didn't grab me like manhandle me or nothing, or woman handle me. She just kind of yanked at my arm, and I was like, hey, that's not cool, don't yank at my arm. Because it wasn't like she was kind of like a light, gentle yank. It was kind of like, we're at the wrong location, take me where I'm supposed to go. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I followed the GPS. Stop being crazy. And I didn't tell her that because, you know, gotta stay professional. But in my brain, I'm like, stop being crazy. In my own thoughts, stop being crazy. What are you talking about? So again, 911 confirmed we were in the right neighborhood, just the wrong part of the street. And then she finally was like, oh, there's my house, there's my house. He's like, thank you, driver, so much. You have a great night. I was so upset. I pretty much ignored her because I would have been nicer if she wouldn't have been yanking at my arm, lying and threatening me that she was upset and that I brought her to the wrong location. If she would have been nicer about it from the start, I would have been nicer about it. I wasn't mean to her. I was just like, whatever, okay, see you later. Okay, bye, have a good night. You know, I didn't even want to look at her. I said, you wasted an hour of my time and then you lie and tell me that I brought you to the wrong location. Now you're lying on me. You brought me to the wrong location. Where'd you bring me? Take me where I'm supposed to go. So you're lying on me to 911 and you're saying I didn't bring you to the right location. So now you're lying. You're saying I didn't do my job, and then you're wasting an hour of my time sleeping in my car. Why should I be nice to you and say goodbye? Thanks for lying on me. Thanks for trying to make me look bad in front of 911. Thanks for wasting an hour of my time. Thanks for yelling at me. Thanks for yanking my arm. Now this is one time out of hundreds, if not thousands of rides, but as a driver, there'll be those one times out of so many hundred, one times out of 1,000, depending on how long you're a driver, that something weird will happen and it'll just kind of rub you the wrong way. Remember, stay calm, stay professional, stay courteous. If this is going to be your main hustle, your side hustle, you don't want to mess it up by having an altercation with someone. If you need to, break out your camera, hold it, videotape the whole situation, because now you have proof and evidence of anything that can happen. All right, I didn't want this video to go so long. All right, see y'all later.